Hi folks, this is your MWIS Fleeting View in association with Petzl. We'll take you right through to the weekend in this video. We've got rather a complicated few days of weather ahead. For Wednesday we have a cold front passing eastwards, some further fronts though lining up over the Atlantic to move in as well. We've got some strong and gusty southwesterly winds. Those will be up to gale force for periods over the hills. There may just be spells where the wind drops for a time, but the risk of strengthening further, particularly in western Scotland as we go into the afternoon. Wednesday's sequence goes like this then. It's a relatively dry and bright start across England, Wales and eastern Scotland with some variable cloud cover, but that front moving fairly quickly in and giving a spell of rain and turning to snow on its back edge as the freezing level drops to around 900 metres, maybe even a bit lower than that in northwest Scotland. That spell of rain lasting a few hours through England and Wales will tend to clear into the afternoon and break up. Some brighter skies following, but a lot of cloud will still cover many of the hills. Some showers of some snow or some hail across west and northwest Scotland may just turn more persistent again around some coastal districts near Skye as we go onwards through the afternoon. Towards the Cairngorms though, some drier and brighter conditions coming through. Some further areas of rain and cloud will spill in from the west then as we go into the evening and the night. Some fairly persistent rain and drizzle to start the day for many across England, Wales and southwest Scotland on Thursday. The chart for the day sees generally west or southwesterly winds across the country, strongest for England and Wales, lighter winds overall across a good part of the Highlands. The front just passing eastwards will tend to weaken, but leaving a lot of cloud and drizzly patchy rain across England and Wales. Bits and pieces of rain too across parts of the Highlands, and the freezing level still on the mountains between around 800 and 1,000 metres, so one or two snow flurries could be in there locally, but a decent amount of dry weather, brightest conditions across the Highlands toward the far north and the northeast, so around the Cairngorms again doing best. Another weather system is rapidly approaching from the west as we go into Thursday evening, and that's quite a potent area of low pressure that's expected to develop and move through. Now we're watching this system very carefully into Friday. It has the potential for some very powerful winds as this deep low moves past northern Scotland. At least early in the day, stormy conditions over the mountains, 70, 80, 90 miles per hour over the higher terrain is quite likely, tending to ease down but staying at gale force as we go even into the afternoon on Friday. We've got some temporarily very mild air that moves through within the warm sector of that low, but that's moving through very quickly now, and some colder air then tucks in behind, and the freezing level will come down once more towards around 800 metres or so some showers of some snow or possibly some hail will rattle in on the back edge of that system. Overall then, it does look a very difficult day across the mountains for Friday. Heading into the weekend, and quite a bit of uncertainty how this particular weather story pans out. We're seeing generally higher pressure building in by this stage, but sandwiched in between we have still a bit of a trailing frontal system and a zone of lower pressure, bringing the risk of some areas of rain and some upland snow for a time. Now that seems to be focused over Wales and northern England. It might just encroach a bit further north into southern Scotland, one or two showers in the far north of the Highlands, but overall could well be that much of Scotland gets away with a decent day. Some gusty winds possible for a time, but overall wind speeds may well drop very light, but do just watch for some changes in the forecast detail. Overall temperatures across the Highlands are likely to be near or just below freezing point across the Munros. By Sunday there's a bit more confidence that high pressure has become established over the country, so a fair day in prospect for many with light winds overall. A chilly start with frost in many valleys and glens and mountain tops near or below freezing point too. Temperatures just coming up as we go onwards through the daytime. One or two residual showers could just be left draped around the fringes of the high, but for most it should be a dry and a fine day. Stay up to date with the forecast then. All the details for your local area found on our website. That's your Fleeting View in association with Petzl.